Today we're going to do our notes number 9, which is adding polynomials. So first we're going to talk about the degree of our polynomial, which is always going to be the largest exponent. So whatever, we may have multiple terms, the largest exponent is what we're going to go off of. So let's just say you have a 3. If there is no variable, we call this constant. Okay, let's say we have a power of 1. So we have a variable with a power of 1, or just by itself. This 1 makes it linear. Power of 2, so we have 3x to the second. This 2 makes it quadratic. If we have a power of 3, so if we have 3x to the third power, we look at that exponent, which is a 3. Third power is going to be cubic. Fourth power, so 3x to the fourth. 4 is our biggest exponent. So this would be what we call quartic. And then if we have 3x to the fifth, 5 is our exponent. So we're going to call this quintic. And then lastly, if we have any power greater than 5, so let's say we have 3x to the 8th. You're going to write this degree of 8. So degree of 8. So you write whatever it's the degree of. That's all we have to do for that. So you're going to want to use this list probably quite often. Next, it says the correct mathematical rate of polynomial is to write it in, this is what we called standard form. So this means we write it, we do largest exponent to the smallest exponent. So that's going to be important in this. So today we're going to talk about adding polynomials. So whenever we're adding polynomials, all we are doing is combining like terms. Whenever I say like terms, this means they have the same variable and exponent. That's how they're like terms. Okay, so adding polynomials, we combine like terms. So that means they have the same variable and the same exponent. So let's go down and do a couple examples. So we have x squared plus 3 plus 3x squared minus 5. So x squared and 3x squared are like terms. So I add my coefficients in the front, which is going to give me 4x squared. And then 3 and negative 5 are like terms. So 3 minus 5 is going to give me negative 2. So, and then I'm going to go do my classification. Your biggest exponent is 2. So this is going to be quadratic. So that's all we have to do with this. Combine like terms. So like terms mean they have the same variable in the exponent. We're just messing with the coefficients in front whenever we're adding. Okay, next problem. So we have 4x to the cube. Do we have any x cubes over here? Yes, we have 5. So we're going to add 4 and 5. That's going to give me 9x cubed. Next, we have 3x squared. Is there an x squared on this one? Yes, there's negative 1. So 3 minus 1 is going to give me 2x squared. And then lastly, I have my 2. There's nothing I can combine with it, so I just put it on the end. So then we look at our biggest exponent, which is 3. This is going to be classified as cubic. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on that. We're going to move on to the back page. On the back page, it says find the sum. So if we're finding with the sum, we are adding. So we're just going to combine them. So we have x to the fourth and 4x to the fourth. That's going to give us 5x to the fourth. Then we have negative 7x cubed and negative x cubed. And so negative 7 and negative 1 is going to give you a negative 8x cubed. And then lastly, you have your x, which there's nothing that can combine with the x, so we're just going to tack it on the end. So that's all we have to do. And then classification, this has a 4, so it's going to be called quartic. So we look at our biggest exponent. So sometimes if you don't have it written in standard form, your biggest exponent may be in the middle, so make sure you're careful with that. Okay, next it says, given the triangle, find the perimeter. So to find the perimeter, we're going to add all our sides together. So we have to find our like terms. We always want to try to start with the biggest exponent. So our biggest, we have 5x, 3x, and x squared. So x squared is our biggest exponent. There's nothing I can combine with it, so we just write it again. Then we have our x's. So we have negative 5x, 3x, and a positive 4x. This is going to give me a positive 2x. And then we have negative 3, positive 8, and a positive 6, and this is going to give me a positive 11. And then classification, biggest exponent is 2, so it is quadratic. Okay, next one, we have the perimeter again, so we're going to start with, look at our biggest exponent, which is 2, so we have 2x squared and negative x squared. This is just going to give me x squared or 1x squared. 5x, negative 3x, and x is going to give me a positive 3x. And you can always type these into your calculator, you guys. Negative 4, positive 10, positive 5. It's also going to give me a positive 11. Biggest exponent is 2, which is going to be quadratic again. So number 2 and 3 were similar. We're just combining our finding our like terms from 3 sides. Next, it says select all the expressions that represent the perimeter of the triangle. So for perimeter, we got to add all our sides together. So we're going to combine our x's. So 3x, 2x, 2x, 4x is going to give me 11x. And then 3 and 3, 3, and 5 is going to give me 11. So I know I can do 11x plus 11x. This is not going to be an option. This one, they multiplied each of their sides together, which is not what we did. And then this one, they said 2 times 2x plus 3. So it's 2 of the 2x plus 3 sides, which is correct. And they added 3x, which is the other side. And then they added 4x plus 5, which is the other side. So this one is also an option. Okay, let us know if you guys have any questions on the adding polynomials. And you guys can get started on your homework.